Hi everyone, hope you're well and having a nice weekend. A bit of a different style of vlog this weekend. It's just me because I have wanted to do a bit of a talk about hypnobirthing labours, and seeing as we've had a bit of a clear out, I thought it was the perfect opportunity. The reason why I wanted to do this is because I've had 2 labours and my only tools getting me through both was this book and some lollies. I've had no pain relief, I had absolutely no pain, I felt completely in control, completely in charge, everything went like a dream, and I just really wanted to tell people that you can have a positive labour and just share my experiences. Hopefully it might be of help or of interest to some of you, and it's just nice to see a different side of the picture. You do normally get told horror stories of labour, and I can honestly say that you can enjoy it. So our eldest daughter Isla is 3, she was 3 last month, and I initially found out about hypnobirthing during my pregnancy with her. I'd never really come across it before, I didn't really know much about it. I got this book, that's all I did, and I listened to some music in the later weeks of my pregnancy just to cool down and relax with in the evenings. Absolutely loved it. And my labour with Isla went perfectly. We got to the hospital, no stress, no anxiety, absolutely fine. We drove along, our midwife was there who had been with us all of our appointments, was going to have a water birth but didn't quite go to plan, but Isla came out no problems at all, no pain relief, everyone was really calm in the room. It just went absolutely peacefully and really tranquil, and absolutely how I would have loved or would enjoy all my labours to be. Eva's was again almost exactly the same, if not even better. It went very, very quickly. There was a possibility that we might not have even made it to hospital because there wasn't going to be any room at Worthing Hospital for us. But we phoned, told the midwife that I should come in because my last labour had gone really, really fast, and there wasn't anyone local that could even come and check me over. But they phoned me back. They said, come on down. We got to the hospital at 9:15 at night. The room wasn't even ready. Got into the room at 9:30 p.m. I literally had a couple of these during my contractions. I swear to God, literally that. And I was so calm, just really, really in the moment, felt really in control. And Eva was born at 22:43. No screaming, no pushing, it just flew. It just was so peaceful, and everyone in the room said how well I'd done, and I didn't even feel like I'd done anything because it didn't feel like I'd actually had a baby at that moment. So I just really wanted to go through a bit of the facts and about why hypnobirthing is so powerful to women. So the first bit really is just to say a bit about what hypnobirthing is, and the philosophy is that they are dedicated to providing birthing women and their partners a tried and proven method of birth education that guides and assists them as they prepare to experience birth in a peaceful and extraordinarily beautiful manner. It is a programme that considers the psychological and spiritual as well as the physical well-being of the mother, her birth partner and the newborn, independent of context, whether at home, in hospital or at a birth centre. And you really do feel that all the midwives want to deal with the situation how you do, and everyone just embraces it. The room is so calm, everyone just goes along with how the mother is feeling, and it's so important that she isn't pushed into doing anything she doesn't feel is appropriate or necessary. And pain relief is only given if really asked by the mother. It's not offered by the midwives, because psychologically your brain then, if you're offered something, you feel like you should say yes and you feel like you should have it even though possibly you don't need it. So some of the language also in the room and the build up to the labour also backs up how calm the environment needs to be for everyone. So in this book there's some language terms that you would normally associate with a labour and that you hear all the time in all different contexts, and then how they would be said in a hypnobirthing room at the time. So instead of saying contractions, in a hypnobirthing term, it would just say a wave or a surge, and automatically in your head, for me, I just felt a lot calmer. There's none of the associated pain that when people say they've been having contractions for this long and you always assume it's very, very painful. This terminology really just transforms your mental state into thinking that everything is just as it should be and you're just going to be delivering a baby as you had planned to be. So instead of pushing, it's birth breathing. Instead of Braxton Hicks, which again can cause a lot of anxiety on women if they were told that they were having them or if they felt like they were having them, but in the hypnobirthing language it just says pre-labour warm-ups. So automatically your brain is feeling a lot more calm, a lot more able to digest what is about to happen, and there isn't any fear. That's honestly how I felt. I did not feel scared. I did not feel like I wasn't in control. I felt in charge. I felt powerful. I felt the calmest I've ever been. I actually felt like I was in some kind of Zen state, and at the end of it you deliver a baby and you're calm, the baby's calm, and it to me was just magical on both experiences, and for Darren as well. So a lot of the word is really helpful to just get you into the right frame of mind. So for me, like I said, I had this before I went into labour. I took these in with me for Eva's birth, and the midwives actually laughed because as I was sitting there with my contractions going on, wasn't screaming, I was completely aware of what was going on, but I wasn't at all fazed by it, which is strange because I'm normally quite a bit of a wimp. So I had these whilst I was having a contraction, and the midwife just sat there silently filling in some paperwork and just let me get on with it. Before I went into both labours, I just downloaded a bit of music, which you can find on any streaming site, some calming music, which I will play a little clip for you now. For what I would recommend is if you play it in the weeks up to your labour date or your due date, just to really sit there and calm, in a calm space, and just enjoy it. And if there is any particular songs that you don't like or you don't feel you would feel that calm with, delete them. I had a couple that I didn't really find that relaxing at all, and before the day I just got rid of them from my playlist so they didn't affect me, because they were a bit weird. They were like panpipe music and I didn't really feel like that would be the right situation to bring a baby into the world. As I've said, the atmosphere for myself was calm, just peaceful, tranquil. Darren will back me up, and he felt absolutely that I was in complete aware of what I was doing, complete knowledge, and I wasn't out of it. I wasn't on any drugs, and he felt calm because I was calm. He didn't really have a lot to do, but he was fine with that because he could see that I was completely in control, and he was talking to me. We were having a conversation and I was aware of who was in the room, but there was no screaming, there was no crying, there was no pacing up and down, there was no getting into difficult positions, and everyone just seemed to know where they needed to be, what they needed to do, and how they could make it just a very calm experience for all concerned, including the babies, obviously Isla and Eva on both occasions when they were born. In so much so that when Isla was being born, our midwife, who'd been at all of our appointments, was in the delivery room with us, and her and my husband Darren were talking amongst themselves. I was fine with them. I wasn't asking them to be quiet or anything, but the midwife actually asked them to be quiet so that I could concentrate. So the importance of hypnobirthing really is focused on solely the mother in the situation, but also everyone in the room, just to make sure that no one is, taking control more so than anyone else, and that everyone feels calm. And in this case they were asked just to quieten it down a bit just so I could concentrate. So I think they did feel like they were at school, but it helped. And I can look back on both of them just with so much joy that it was a really, really positive experience. I'm not going to be having any more children, so I'm pleased that both of them went to plan, and that I would love to be able to pass on that you can have a positive experience with labour. You can enjoy it, almost, dare I say. When I get asked now if I enjoyed it or how it was, which you always get asked all the time, I say it was amazing, and people look at me and they say, really? And I say, yes, I had no pain, had no pain relief. I think between both labours I had 2 paracetamol on Isla's birth before I even went into hospital, and that was it. So I had no after effects from either birth. I was able to get up and about straight away, and I can remember every single thing. And I just wanted to let all you guys out there, partners as well, because you're part of the whole process, that you can do what you can to help a calm situation at the time. And just really, you know, the end result is delivering your baby, and if it makes it easier for you to be able to read a book just a little bit every night in a few weeks before you give birth, and you walk into that delivery room knowing that you've got it all under control, and everything is there as you have planned, and everything is just so calm, zen, tranquil, and it just makes you feel so incredible. I can't state it enough. I honestly felt on top of the world, absolutely incredible. So that was my 2 experiences. I hope it was of interest to you guys, and if you've got any questions, obviously send me a message or get in touch somehow, and we can answer them as best we can. I hope it does help. If anyone would like, obviously I won't be using this book again, and it's really good. It's really, really insightful. If anyone would like it or need it, and I'll even chuck these in as well, send me a message and I'll pick someone and I'll send it out to you, because I find it really beneficial to be able to pass on these skills to other women and other families going into this situation, because there is a lot of anxiety and a lot of negativity around giving birth, and it can obviously cause a lot of stress before you've even got to the delivery room. So you can do it another way. You don't need a lot of tools, and you don't need to build up to it in any significant way. Just a couple of bits here and there will, I believe, really help in your experience. So thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if I can be of any more help, then please don't hesitate to get in touch. And if you'd like to watch any of our other videos, then please click here. And if you'd like to subscribe, then please click here. So stay safe, keep well, and we'll all be in touch soon. Bye.